Hi and welcome to this FlightGear live recording video. In this video I'd like to do a double engine failure on this Airbus A330-200, which is now just ready for taxiing at St. Martin Airport, TNCM. Alright, so the boarding music is still playing. Let's shut that off. Does anyone ever used these? Actually, I find myself not really using them much, but I like them. Alright, so while the stewardess is talking to the passengers, let's start up. Well, the engines are already start up, but let's start taxiing towards runway 10 of this airport. I've not done many pre-flight things. I have set up the flight computer for a route from TNCM to TNCM. Not really the way it's supposed to be, because I should not know that there's going to be a double engine failure. I'm going to be doing that failure at, I don't know, a few thousand feet into the air, otherwise it will be impossible to even have a chance of getting back to TNCM. So, you know, ditching is just not that much fun. And yeah, that's why. So this plane is pretty fully loaded, quite some passengers on board, quite some cargo, and fuel tanks are, well, let's say quite not empty. So as we're just taxiing towards the runway, let's also tell the passengers what to do in case of an emergency, because right now that's quite important actually. This taxiway is very narrow. Is it just me, or one of you once commented on the video that you're supposed to backtrack on this side of the runway? I think that's only done for runway 28, but could be wrong. On videos of real life takeoffs from runway 10 here, I think the planes just taxied onto the runway like this. Yes, turn those phones off, you're not going to need them. Well, maybe. So let's line up this bird and let's set flap setting 1. It's a short runway, but I think 1 will do. Alright, so that's close enough. Let's oh, that's some heavy parking brakes. Sorry about that, passengers. Announcements pre-takeoff. Sure. Yes, well, we're not really cleared for takeoff, but yeah. Let's pretend we've asked the ATC, and last minute check, after takeoff we'll turn to heading 180 to avoid the mountains, climb to 10,000 feet with 3,000 feet per minute at 250 knots. Alright, let's run the engines up to about 50% to see if they react the same way. Can't really see that from this view. Anyway, I can hear it's a little small maybe on your screen, if you're not watching full screen 1080p, which I hope you are. What now? Flaps. Oh. Alright, flap setting 2 then. Apparently, because we're so heavy, it actually wants us to set flap setting 2, which is rather nice that it's doing automatic calculations like that. It's great for lazy people like me. Alright, let's lift up the nose a bit and take off. Positive rate, gear up, and let's turn to the right. Great, so that's takeoff for you. We're avoiding this big mountain. Even though we might do a crash land today, we don't want to crash into that mountain. And let's lower the nose just a bit. And so we make speed, because we weren't really speeding up. And we're slowly stopping the turn. So we end up at heading 180. Alright, so I think I'll switch to autopilot. We're now approximately doing 1800 feet per minute up. So let's set the autopilot to 1800 feet per minute, heading 180. Altitude 10,000. Okay, let's engage the autopilot. And speed 250. And since we're going 180 knots right now, I think we can... Well, I'll wait with the flaps, we're fine. Okay, so 200 knots, flap setting 1 should be good. Now let's see. I don't think this plane actually has a failure menu by itself. Let's see. No. Ah, it does have a climbing cabin announcement. I like that. So I think I'll just use equipment, system failures, and disengage both engines in just a minute, because we're not really... flap setting 0. We were reaching the let me show you the red line here. This is flap setting 1, and it indicates that this is actually too fast to be at flap setting 1, so then you set it back to whatever is one step back. Alright. We're climbing steadily 6,000 feet. You know what? Yeah, let's just do the engine failure, why not? I don't know if 6,000 feet is enough to make it back to TNCM. I sure hope so. But in real life I wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, I wouldn't know about any engine failure right now. I think we would be climbing at a slightly faster rate. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm ready for an engine failure. So let's do that stuff. Shall I pretend it's a fire? I could do that, then I just have to add more, click more buttons on the overhead panel. That sounds cool. Okay, double engine failure, apply. Oops, what's wrong? Disengage the autopilot, stabilize the plane. Alright. Yes, the autopilot is disconnected, I know. Please shut up. Alright. Help. This display says what to do. Dual engine failure, oil pressure stuff, I know. That's all because of that emergency configuration. Sure, let's switch these off for a second. And what's that? Dual engine failure, I know. Engine failure shut down. That's what I just did. Engine fires, sure, we'll stop those. Let's switch on the battery and start the APU. I think we'll have to set the RAM air turbine first. I don't know if it's on this plane. Yes, it is. Cool. Great. So I think we can switch from the RAM air turbine to the APU generator. So the APU is running, I think. Yeah, it is. APU available. APU generator. Great. Let's shut off the fuel pumps. Let's start to let's try to start the engines again. First of all, let's turn to heading 270 to go quite well more in the direction of an airport, which is well quite safe, I think. For obvious reasons, of course. Also, let's start dumping some fuel. Now, I think if I just press ARM, will it do it? No. Then it was only active that was needed. On the last video I did both, but you only need active apparently. What's that caution thing? Yeah, fuel jettison, I know. Great. We're turning slowly, also descending slowly. Speed is quite good. Great, doing well so far. Let's try to restart the engines. Fuel pumps are on, generators are on. Actually, I have only manually started this plane a few times. Because I'm so lazy, I only use the auto start. I think if I just set these two up, then that should actually make it try to start the engines, even though I know that they won't because I made them fail. But in real life, the pilot would try to start the engines again. It is on start mode. I think there are manual start. I think that's what it means. Engine man start. Is that manual start? Seems logical, but that's something the pilot would try. I don't know the correct procedures, obviously. We're flying to heading 270. I'll turn a little bit further because we are quite south already. Okay. Altitude is 3,700. I don't like that. That's yeah, going down more rapidly than I thought. Alright, not much we can do. I can see the computer aircraft here on the radar. So we're actually just south of the airport. It's kind of cheating to use this maybe, but VOR won't get... Oh, VOR would work here. Hold on. Radio navigation, PJM. That's 113.0, I think. Yes. Course, well, let's fly north to the airport. Sure. Oh, sorry, 360. Same thing. So we're actually west of the airport because this thing is to the right. And let's put the aircraft in a wing level position. And let's bring the nose down slightly to not lose any more speed. I don't think this is going well. I honestly don't think this is going well. Do we have any announcement for this? Yes, we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have encountered a problem aboard the aircraft. The captain will be performing an emergency landing. Please stay calm and keep your seatbelt fastened. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yes, please do stay calm. Great. So, I don't like the rate of descent here. I do not like it. We're still 19 miles away from the runway. Well, actually from the VORDME, but it's next to the runway. It's not going good, guys. No, seriously. I think we'll have to ditch. So let's call the air traffic controller. Yeah, well, there is no, I know. But in real life, we would have already had contact with the ATC. And told them, well, crap, we're going to be landing in water. So, I suppose we'll have to prepare for that. Also cool. Let's do a ditching video then. Great. I think there should be some option that says ditch. I don't know where, but that would tell the aircraft that we're actually going through with this. I think I would look up I would try to fly as much to the airport as possible for now, just so the emergency services can come from the island, which, well, St. Martin is the biggest island around. I can actually see its mountains right now.
Too low terrain.
Still, we're way too far away, so let's add some... Do you use flaps for ditching?
Too low terrain.
I do not know. I did watch the Baltic Academy ditching
Too
video.
low terrain.
The guy there, Pranas, you should check their videos out, they're awesome.
Too low
He
terrain.
actually used a pretty high pitch for the ditching. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if he used flaps
Too
though.
low terrain.
Let's shut off those warnings because they're annoying. And, well, in that case, we'll use a high pitch, no flaps. We're almost hitting the water, I think. Oh, I could have stopped the jettison, but alright. High pitch, 30 feet. Oh, we're actually climbing. I don't want that. 30, 20, 10. Oh. And, wow. That is no good. I think this is supposed to mean that the aircraft broke apart. Yeah. It's kind of floating though. Did I say brace? Maybe it's not too late.
Brace.
Yeah. Should have done that earlier, I think. Anyway, let's get out of this thing. Whoop. Oh, wow. That's not good. Well. You want to see a replay of that? Sure. Oh, that's impossible. Never mind. Great, now we got this warning. Stop it. What? Oh. Ah, that's the wheels. Great. Anyway, I better end this video before it becomes more awkward. Oh, there's the front wheel. Next week, I'll be back with a new video. And that will be... not yet the aircraft of April. No, not yet. That will be the week after that. Next week, I think it will be another live recording video. And I hope it's going to be a better one. See you then.